welcome back to the pastel class for Arts Camp this week. I hope that you enjoyed it last time and that you're excited about getting ready to do another project this time. Today we will start 2 different projects and then we will complete both of those the last time that we meet. So we're going to be making some glue and pastel drawings. We'll be using some glue. We'll create a fall leaf picture, and then we'll also create a sunshine ocean picture. And we're going to work using cool and warm colors for both of these projects. So if you see, the warm colors are the sunshine, the red, the orange, the yellow, and the cool is the ocean water down here. And cool colors are blue, green, and purple. And the same for the leaf picture that we work on. The leaves will be the warm colors of red, yellow, and orange. And the area and space in between the leaves is going to be your cool colors with your blue, green, and purple. But in order to get these started, the first thing that we're going to do is create a glue drawing for these pictures. And the glue kind of just works as like a fence to keep your areas kind of separate, and it just gives it a bold kind of pop look to it. So I think these look really, really cool. I like those a lot. But for the first one, you can practice drawing different leaf shapes. You can go outside and look for some leaves. You could if you have any plants in your house, you can look at the leaf shapes on those. But you'll just kind of get your paper and a pencil, and you'll just kind of practice drawing some different leaf shapes that you like. So something that you feel comfortable with using. So just kind of practice drawing a few leaf shapes that you see. And you're going to want to put some veins in those as well. So we'll draw a line all the way down coming out of it that will also be kind of like the stem of the leaf. So you can practice with different sizes, different shapes of leaves, and just kind of figure out what it is that you like best. Do you like the long skinny leaves? Do you like the shorter fat leaves? I kind of like the longer skinny leaves. Those are kind of my favorite shape of them. So yeah, so here's the kind of short fat like a maple leaf, and then your longer skinny leaf. So kind of practice drawing around and you can figure out which you like best. And when you're ready and you feel comfortable, you can get your piece of black construction paper. And you're going to use your pencil and you're going to try to very lightly draw leaf shapes, kind of in different spots, in different directions on your black paper. So see, they're all kind of come in different directions. If you wanted to, you can even maybe draw 3 straight across the middle. However you want to do this, you can definitely put your own style into this. And I just really want you to have fun creating this and experimenting with the pastels and just kind of finding what you like about it. So you'll start by getting some leaves drawn out on your paper. We'll draw some around, and you might not be able to see mine in the pencil now, but like I said, this is just so that to guide you when you get ready to put your glue on top of it, just so that you can feel more comfortable instead of just drawing with glue on your paper. So we'll get your leaves drawn out on here. Just some super simplified shapes for your leaves. And we'll put some veins in them. And on each pencil line you have, that's where we're going to put glue. And when the glue dries, like I said, it kind of works as like a fence to separate your colors. So you can turn your paper, you can just look and see if you think, hey, I might want another one over here, or maybe even just a piece of a leaf and you don't see the whole leaf coming on your paper. And we'll get some leaves on there. All right, so after you have your leaves drawn on your black construction paper where you want them, we're going to get a bottle of liquid glue. And so you should have some glue, and we're going to just trace right on top of our lines that we drew with the glue. If you happen to get off the line a little by accident, that is okay. It is no big deal. So when you get ready to color it in with the pastels, you won't see your pencil mark on there if you went off. And when you're drawing with the glue, you don't want to squeeze too hard because that would squirt out a really big blob. And it'll take a few hours to dry. That's why we're going to complete this project the next time that we meet. So start to draw with your glue, tracing over all your lines that you did. And like I said, don't worry or get upset if you strayed off the pencil line a little. It is going to be just fine. I want you to just really enjoy this. So for this leaf project, all of our lines will kind of be the same width and thickness and everything. So I didn't squeeze too hard, just lightly enough to get the glue coming, but then not so much that it just squirts out and will take forever to dry. So you'll trace every pencil mark that you made on your paper. You'll trace it with the glue. And I know I didn't tell you this time, but again, make sure that you have something down to protect your surface that you're working on so that you don't get glue or pastel or whatever on it. And then I've got one more leaf here to trace with the glue. And there are so many different projects you could do with this. If you do the leaf one, and then you might decide, oh, you want to do your name, or you want to do a scribble drawing, you want to do anything. You can draw with glue any type of picture that you'd like. And glue does dry clear, so that you won't be able to see, it won't look white like this, but it'll dry clear. You'll be able to see where the lines are, where your glue is, but it will be clear. You'll be able to feel it more than you can see it. All right, so this is your leaf picture. Now you're going to want to set this somewhere where a parent or grandparent or somebody in your house says it's okay for you to set it, because you're going to need to leave it there overnight where nothing will get on it, fall on it, and smear your glue, or you won't get glue on anything else. So you're just going to need to kind of put this in a safe place until the next class that we meet for pastels. So that's the second project, is the leaf drawing. And the third one that we're going to do, we'll start it today, is going to be our ocean and sun. So for this one is going to be all curvy lines. So you don't have to draw this out. You can just kind of experiment doing with this on your with just the glue straight onto the paper without any drawing lines to go by. Just to kind of give you a little bit more freedom and just kind of notice how you're doing this one. Do you feel like do you feel more comfortable? Are you squeezing more fluidly and drawing more fluidly with the glue than you did the first time? So we'll start down here with some water waves. So I'm just making a big curve. This will be one of my first lines for the water. And for this project, you can even experiment with different thickness of lines. You can have some really thick lines, fat ones. You can have some skinny ones. Just kind of experiment different ways you like to do this. This one is a little bit more freestyle than the leaf picture was. So we'll just come in here and we'll create all kind of different little curvy lines, and these will be kind of just like the ocean water here, all the waves that are coming up. And you'll notice on this project, you're going to have smaller areas to color in than you did on your leaf project. And like I said, some of your lines you can go back and take the tip of your glue bottle and kind of rub out just to make them a little bit fatter. And that'll just give your artwork some more variety to it. If you have fat lines, skinny lines, all that, instead of them being all the same thickness. I think I'll put another thick one down here. And again, I'm not really squeezing extra glue. I'm just kind of taking the tip of the glue bottle and just kind of spreading it out a little. So after you get your water waves put in, then we're going to start with the sun. We're going to start with a smaller half circle in the middle. And it's going to kind of be more like, it's going to look like a rainbow, like when you draw a rainbow, more of like an arch line, because you're not going to see the full circle of the sun. So that's one part of your sun. Then we're going to come out and do another one. Like I said, just like how you would draw a rainbow. You can do 3 or 4. You could have them all going arched lines, or you could come out here and put some straight ones on, like the rays coming out of your sun. And like I said, you can do some fat ones, some skinny ones. I really just want you to enjoy doing this and just kind of figure out what you like about it. Do you like more just the drawing with the glue part? Or do you like the pastel part better? If you just experiment with different things, you'll figure out what you like. So I'm going to have a few skinny rays, a few fat ones. And we'll get all that down. And if you protect your surface that you're working on, you're not going to worry about going to the edge of your paper. You're just going to make sure that you get it looking the way that you want it. So the same thing with this piece. We're going to lay this off to the side and to let it dry for our next class. You can do that, have that setting aside. And like I said, if you have more construction paper, you could do another one if you wanted to. You could do a whole scribble drawing with your glue. So I have some more. We'll do just to show you what that would be like. So a scribble drawing. This is very fluid and free. So you're just going to create a lot of scribbles with lines overlapping each other. You could draw a picture of yourself, you could do your name, you can just create anything you want to with this. Drawing with glue would be just like drawing with pencils or crayons. Now, it does take a few hours for the glue to dry completely, and you really do want it dried when you get ready to finish it and add in your pastels for it and everything. So I hope that you have enjoyed working with the glue drawing and experimenting with fat lines and skinny lines and just kind of figuring out what you like about this. So for our next pastel class, that will be our last one, we will complete and color in using our pastels for these projects. So thank you again for being with us today, and we will see you next time.